First, let me welcome you all to the second annual elevator pitch competition, and thank you all for coming out and supporting this great event. And before I go any further, I want to give a special thanks to the Key Bank, our lead sponsor. You know, at a time when banks are arguably preoccupied with a lot of other matters, it's great to see that the Key Bank is hanging with us and coming up and sponsoring this great event. We appreciate it very much. Now, before we begin tonight's activities, I have to play one of my roles, which is to be the sham wow guy and give a few commercial messages, okay? So just bear with me. First, March 24th, 7 o'clock right here in the auditorium, the final event. And speaking from experience, we'll have Ali Marchaldon and Laura Cheney, the co-founders of Flashbags. It's going to be a great evening, and I urge all of you to come out. The following night, March 25th, in Memorial Auditorium, before a capacity crowd, we're going to have Slam for Sudan, a great fundraiser and a great story. 16 or so of your fellow students got together, took a class project and converted it into a fantastic fundraiser featuring 30 of the best basketball players, high school basketball players in the state, in a skills competition for the Sudanese community. And I urge all of you to come out and see it. It's been a great effort by the whole team. I'm also want to remind all you first-year students, and you know who you are, that your lead requirement is due March 23rd, and I've been told that there are plenty of opportunities to fill this, and you ought to go by the lead table, which is set up in IDX. One last thing, March 30th, in our gymnasium, right down here across the courtyard, we're going to have our job fair. And Career Services tells me that, again, you hear all the bad news out of Washington, they have almost filled the gym with recruiters coming to meet Champlain students. And it's 1:30 to 5:30. I urge all of you to get down there. Even if you're not a senior sweating out what you're going to be doing next year, get down there and get into that and learn what it's all about. And I want to make one comment. This year, Career Services has opened this job fair to the entire community, not just Champlain students. So that's going to be a great event, and I urge you all to come out. Now, I'd like to introduce our president, Mr. David Finney. So, welcome, David.
Hi, everybody. Welcome. Good to see you here tonight for what always is just a terrific event. It's been a lot of fun watching this competition take shape and to see it evolve into something that really embodies the value of Champlain. We are all about real-world experience here and trying to transfer academic lessons into the real world. And this event does exactly that. Almost 40 students began the process by entering into this competition. Tonight, we're going to hear from 18 finalists who've made it to this final round. These students, these 18 you're going to see, have benefited from numerous coaching and critiquing sessions. You can see in your programs that a lot of people have been involved with this event. Now, the pitch competition is consistent with the goals of our three-dimensional education, where we, through the LEAD program, are really specifically focused on practical skills for our students. And it is surprising how often one has just about 90 seconds to state your case. And so for the students, we do think that this will have very practical applications as they leave the safe halls of Champlain for a world out there that seems increasingly wild. It's also a great example of collaboration and teamwork, which we also try to foster here. This program couldn't have happened without Bob Block's leadership in the BYO Biz program. Bob, thank you. In addition, Career Services, Speech Communication, Center for Service and Civic Engagement, our Alumni Relations Office, Development Office, as well as, again, all the people noted in your program. It took a lot of people to organize it tonight, and as the evening unfolds, you will see why and what a great job they did. And so, without holding up festivities here any longer, my last duty here is to introduce you to a 1986 graduate of Champlain, and he's now also the parent of a Champlain student. You all know him, Tim Cavanaugh. Tim, come on.
All right, well, welcome everyone. How's everyone feeling tonight? Yes, good. I see that folks are in place. The students look great. I love the fact that Champlain does things like this. As David said, I'm a 1986 graduate. I went to school here for the Hotel Restaurant Management program, which is why I now have my own TV show. I don't know what that means. But it was nice reconnecting with one of my professors, Jim Thornton, who's right back up there in the audience. So Jim, thank you for being here. Very nice. I never would have thought that Jim would have lasted after he had me as a student, because it was not good. I want to go ahead and introduce our distinguished panel of judges, and we're going to explain what the elevator pitch is all about and get things going, because I know we have some anxious students right over here. So up first, Dr. Terry Allen. Please welcome Dr. Terry Allen. Here he is. Trustee emeritus and entrepreneur and founder of Terry's Tips. Tell us, we're having you share a microphone, so just tell us what Terry's Tips are all about.
Terry's Tips is an internet options investment newsletter.
So there, that's it. You know you had 90 seconds to pitch it, right? Okay, all right. Up next we have Christine Stiller, and she has a student that is going to Champlain College and will be graduating in 2012, or anticipated to graduate. What's it like being the mom of a student here?
It's great. He loves it, and today is his 21st birthday.
His 21st birthday, all right. What a spirit he is. Yeah. Okay. Perhaps Magic Hat will get to you next. All right, and of course our key sponsor with Key Bank right here, Scott Carpenter. Please say hello to Scott. What's new in banking world?
You really don't want to know. And it's good to have a fallback career here in the judging business.
Well, we're going to use you judges all throughout the evening, so as the students have a chance to go through, we'll randomly pick on a judge and get your feedback on what you thought about the student and about the pitch, so just be ready for that. Don't worry, Christine, we won't pick on you first. I saw the look right away. Now to Alan Newman, a very well-established entrepreneur, owner of Magic Hat Brewery and Performing Arts Center. Alan Newman, everybody. You always have some exciting things going on, but you have a big event that's coming up this weekend.
What's that?
Maybe the Mardi Gras parade.
This time of year?
Yeah, this time. You're not ready for it, you're saying.
It'll all happen.
It'll all happen. And you still don't know what your costume's going to be yet, right? Yeah. He entrusts his ex-wife Judy to go ahead and prepare his costume for him every year. And I'll tell you, has anyone seen the Mardi Gras parade here in town? Oh yeah. It's crazy. Well, let me tell you something. Here comes my sales pitch right now. If you haven't had a chance to see it or haven't gone down to Church Street for it, Channel 3 will be broadcasting it live this year for the first time ever. So we're very excited about that. So anything new with Magic Hat you want to share?
We're just trying to get by.
And we know how you do that, too. Laura Dagan, everybody, please welcome her. Dwight Asset Management Company. Tell us a little bit about it.
Well, Dwight's probably one of the biggest secrets here in Burlington. We manage $75 billion in assets, fixed income assets, primarily for pension plans.
Good God. Wow. That's
Big
amazing.
number.
$75 billion.
That's more than Madoff.
Look at Scott just handed you his business card.
I have to tell you, it was 150 billion last month.
Well, Laura, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Hal Colson, welcome to you. How are you?
Great, thank you.
Good. Tell us a little bit about your profession.
Well, I'm a social entrepreneur. I started the Good News Garage back in 1996 and left it a few years ago to start Neighbor Keepers.
And how's that going with Neighbors Keepers?
That's going just great. We bring people together to help build resources and get connected to community.
Good for you. And congratulations with the garage business, too, because that really helped provide transportation for those who really... Offhand, do you remember how many vehicles from the time that you started until the time that you left the company?
We had provided 1,300 vehicles to Vermonters.
Unbelievable. Isn't that great? And look at you. Robert Camp, how are you?
Great, sir.
Welcome back.
Thank you.
You found the Morgan Room.
Yeah.
He came in and said, where the hell is everybody? Robert, tell us what's new in your world.
Well, we live up in the islands, but I had the pleasure in sort of an elevator pitch of its own. I found a company in 1965, Pier 1 Imports, when it was a tiny little company, and in about 90 seconds decided to make it a career and got a chance to lead it as chief exec a number of years later. So it's fun.
Good for you. Wonderful. And you're currently the owner of Heroes Welcome, is that correct?
A little general store up in the islands.
It's a beautiful general store, and if you're ever traveling through the Champlain Islands in South Hero, stop into Heroes Welcome. North Hero. I was just testing, making sure. Okay, good job, good job.
Don't mess with South Hero.
Avoid it if you can, but I don't know how you would, it doesn't matter. Okay, go over the ice. All right, we're going to make our way over to the timekeepers. These two gentlemen are going to be playing a very important role this evening because they are going to be, and I love the visors, they are going to be adding up all the scores that the judges will be providing from each one of the students. Please say hello to David Binch and Dave Mona, everybody. So last year we called you, what was it? You cheat 'em and beat 'em? What was it? What was the firm we referred to them as?
I cheat him and how.
Do cheat 'em and how. Yeah. This year, because you're both named Dave, we're going to go with D squared on you guys, all right? So the scorekeepers are D squared. We have some other folks that we want to go ahead and introduce to you real quickly. We've got lighting designer Ben Chartrand. He's going to be playing a pivotal role here as the students come up into the staging area or into the elevator area. Also, our timekeeper, Pat Boera, right here. This will be important to be watching what's going on. Our videographers are Tyler Dion, Zach Mattis, and Nick Gallant. They're right back here, or all about here. And we are taping tonight's event, and it's going to air on RETN, which is Channel 16, on Thursday, March 26th at 8:30 p.m. So be sure to tune in for that. Now, I want to introduce the suits for this evening. You already saw one of them. He was up here a little bit earlier. But first, Monir Greenbaum, Senior Development Officer here at Champlain College. Kyle Dodson, he is the Director of the Center for Service and Civic Engagement. And of course, Bob Block, the Director of the BYO Biz Program here. All right, so what is an elevator pitch? Well, it's really just a buzzword or a catchphrase, and it's a short, compelling presentation or a business idea without the use of any presentation guides or PowerPoints or anything like that. And it derives from the term that if you ever have the opportunity of getting inside of an elevator with someone, you might only have a very short, brief time to go ahead and pitch them your best idea. So therefore, that's where we come up with the term elevator pitch. Now, for the competition, here's how it's going to work. We have finalists, which are all over here. Let's give them a nice round of applause. Wait, is Dolly a finalist? Is that how that's going to work now? I just saw her take her place up there. All right, okay. They're competing in 3 categories this evening. The nonprofit and social advocates, raise your hands. Okay, they're going to be going up first. Job and internship seekers. And our entrepreneurs, where are you? Probably out hustling somewhere already. Okay, there they are. Those are our 3 categories. When called, each competitor will come up to the stage and they'll be introduced, and then they'll go into the elevator. Ben, show the folks what the elevator is going to look like once the time starts for them. Watch this. Ooh. Once they get inside here, the lights come on and the time will start, and it will count down from 90 seconds. At 20 seconds, I believe there's going to be a warning bell. Do that one more time. That's your warning bell. That means you're going to have 20 seconds to go ahead and wrap things up. The judges will be evaluating each picture, both for content and delivery. And here's what's important for you judges. You can award a maximum of 60 points. It's 6-0. You got that, Scott? Yeah, good. Yeah, there you go. Good. 60 points, and 40, that's for content, and 40 points for delivery. So that's a total of how much, scorekeepers? 100. D squared is right on top of things. So that times the 7 judges is how much? 700 possible points for each one of the pictures. That's right. Okay, so tonight we have an added feature, and usually we tell people to turn off your cell phones, but we want you to keep them on. Just turn your ringers off if you don't mind, because we want to give you, the audience, an opportunity to take part in something new and fun this year, which Pat has got all set up right here on your laptop, right? You have the opportunity of texting in who you think is your favorite picture. Now, how is that exactly working?
They have little instructions. Everybody got instructions when they came in.
Does everyone have the little piece of paper? Wait, the students get to do it too? And we know who you are. So you have it right here. Each name has a certain number that they will be dialing in. She will be able to go ahead and tabulate that. Now, it doesn't have anything to do with what the judges' scoring is going on. However, the audience favorites in each category, we do have a special prize for. All right, I think we're ready to get going. You guys all ready? Yes. Students, are you ready? Yes, I think you are. And judges, how about you? Are you all set over here?
We are ready.
Alan's giving me the thumbs up. I guess we're good to go. All right, up first we have the nonprofit and the social advocates group. And our suit is Bob Block. Please welcome him back up to the stage. Welcome, sir. Looking very nice. All right. Each of the social advocates will meet and pitch Bob. He is known as Mr. Phil DeCoffers. He's a local philanthropist who has been in the news lately, lamenting what he believes is the lack of interest in social causes by the younger generation. Last month, you may have attended a fundraiser in Burlington, which Mr. DeCoffers helped organize. All right? You ready to go? All right, let's bring up our first student. Please welcome Alex Brandstetter. His major is international business. Come on down, Alex. Welcome, Alex. This guy is so tall. International business is your major. Anticipated year of graduation is 2010.
That's what I said.
Still on track with that?
Yeah.
That's what you said 10 years ago?
2 years.
2 years ago. All right. Hometown is the Northeast Kingdom of Vermont. I'm from the Northeast Kingdom of Vermont. Yeah. And where about Derby, right?
Yeah, Derby is where I was born and raised for the most part.
Good for you. Good for you. So North Country Union High School. Yep. All right. Well, Alex is organizing the slam dunk for Sudan and three-point that Bob was talking about earlier, or Mr. DeCoffers over there, on March 25th at the Slam for Sudan. It is featuring the best high school basketball players in Vermont, and all proceeds will be going to the Global Reach Partnership. The pitch will be an attempt to entice sponsors for the program. Is that correct?
That's correct.
You ready to do this?
I think so, yeah.
All right, go hit the elevator button, and once the light comes on, your time starts.
Am I that side or this?
You're going to enter right into the elevator. This is the elevator. So see this marking right here?
Yeah.
I'm sorry about that. You're going to want to go right in here.
Okay.
Okay?
I was just hoping the
Oh, elevator door shut. Hold on. Okay, ready? All right, good luck.
Mr. Conference?
Yes.
Alex Branstetter, how are you?
Hi, I'm fine. How are you?
Good. I don't know if you remember me, but I had a great time at your charity golf tournament last weekend. I wish I would have made the putt on 18, but I still had a great time. I'm happy I was able to help your foundation.
Yeah, it was a great event.
it's great running into you because I actually wanted to talk to some people about a fundraiser that I'm putting together. Actually, a bunch of my friends and I at Champlain College all got together and we're organizing a slam dunk and three-point contest called the Slam for Sudan. And we're raising money for the Global Reach Partnerships. And what they do is they organize workshops and find mentors for refugees living in Burlington. And hopefully with the skills that they gain in this organization, they'll be able to go back to their homeland and redevelop, and help out with these issues.
Interesting, very good.
And the cool thing, the thing that we're really excited about, is that all of us that are organizing this are using the skills that we're using in our majors and learning in our majors, and contributing them to our event committee. So
Well, that's very admirable.
yeah. So you would be the perfect person to help us out because you've run these tournaments before. And I was wondering if I could get your card, set something up. I'll give you mine.
Here's somewhere.
This comes out here. There you go.
Oh, here you go.
Thank you very much. It was great running into you.
Okay.
Have a great day.
Okay, you too.
Take care.
A little twitch in the knee?
Going first.
I get that too, but I think it's just age. Yeah. All right, I'm going to go right over to the judges. I'm going to start off with Scott Carpenter, our first one out of the gate. Any thoughts after seeing the first one?
The guy that goes first always gets a few extra bonus points in my opinion.
Ah, very nice.
You just got a new banker.
Wait, you're looking for money though. Yeah. I think you did a great job.
Thanks.
All right, Alex Brainstetter, everybody. All right, our next student coming up is Jean-Luc Duchim. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Duchim, is that correct? Yes. Come on down here. How are you? Nice to meet you. All right, public relations is your major.
Yes.
You're going to be graduating in 2010.
Yes.
How are you liking the Champlain experience?
It's amazing.
Yeah?
I've been learning a lot, and the opportunity to go to meet great people like you, as judges, and to learn about the real world is, I can't compare with anything else.
Good for you. Good for you. Let me tell the folks, your hometown is Burlington, Vermont.
Yes.
And you're advocating on behalf of Child Voice,
Yes.
which is a New Hampshire-based nonprofit that works with child soldiers in Uganda. This advocacy focuses on raising funds to support 29 child mothers, and their 36 children in Uganda. Is that correct? All right. Are you ready to do this? All right. Go ahead. And let me just ask for sound. Is it better if they stand back a little bit? Do you want them back a little bit further?
Mike's not picking them up well.
Not picking them up well? Do you want them back a little bit? Just talk loud. Okay, so just really speak loud for folks, okay?
Okay, don't scream.
Don't scream, Jean-Luc. Don't scare them away. Good luck.
Hi, Phil Dicaf. My name
Yes.
is Jean-Luc Duchim.
Well, how do you do?
I attended your fundraising event, and I enjoyed listening to you talking about the lack of passion among young men.
Yeah, that's a big issue.
Here I am.
Yes.
I have a passion. I just founded local chapter for Voices Rising, which is a campaign that raises awareness and money to support Child Voice, an organization that works with child soldiers in north of Uganda.
Wow.
So Child Voice is responding for a 20 years war that destroyed the country, and for those 20 years, 65,000 children have been abducted and forced to be soldiers and to be sex
I
slaves.
read about this, yes.
Yeah, so those children to be forced to join the military, they've been desensitized to violence by forcing them to carry guns to kill their families and their friends, and girls they cook for soldiers, they carry stuff, and they become sex slaves. So when I hear you, I thought it would be a great opportunity to meet you, because I strongly believe that joining us in this cause will change the world, and I have a personal connection with this for going through the genocide, because I believe that we can change the world. So I'd love to sit down with you and give a background about what is happening there or what this organization is doing. I would love to give you my card, and I'd love to have yours so we can get together and be able to talk about
By
what's
all
happening.
means, this is very interesting. Very interesting.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
It's great to
I'm
meet you.
glad I met you.
All right. What just happened? Did you just give a thumbs up or something?
Oh, no, I didn't.
How'd you feel about it?
I feel good.
I think you delivered it really well. You had a great message. You presented yourself really well. I think you got Mr. DeCoffers going there. He was pretty quick at reaching in there and grabbing out the business card. Mr. Camp, all the way down there, our North Hero friend, what'd you think?
I felt the passion.
Felt the passion? There you go. All right, thank you very much, Jean-Luc. All right, we are looking for Alicia Kotler. Alicia, come on down. How are you? Good, nice to meet you. 2010, again, a lot of 2010 graduates here. That's great. Your major is social work and nonprofit management. I like what you're going for here. This is really interesting. She's advocating on behalf of Champlain College's first summer community service trip to Tanzania. Tanzania. I went to Champlain College. I'm not even going to try that one. Bagamoya. Bagamoya.
Bagamoyo.
Moyo.
That's
Well, she's going to be traveling this summer, hopefully, and she's looking for help. And you're going to be teaching English at a school for orphans and vulnerable children, and you're the group leader.
Yeah.
And so you're trying to be finding ways to raise money to cover costs for the travel and expenses. Is that correct?
This is true.
Pretty much in a nutshell?
Pretty much.
You think you can convince Mr. DeCoffers for a follow-up meeting?
I think I can.
All right, get on in there and give it a try.
Excuse me, Mr. DeCoffers?
Yes.
Hi, it's an honor to meet you. My name is Alicia Kotler.
Well, so nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. I was at a fundraiser that I believe you organized last month.
Oh, yes.
The East African Children Foundation
Yes,
fundraiser.
yes.
I really enjoyed your opening speech about children's literacy issues in East Africa. It really touched home to me because I was in Tanzania last summer. I saw firsthand these literacy issues. I know that one problem is that schooling in Tanzania is all privatized, so a lot of orphans and vulnerable children don't get proper education because they can't afford the $100 a year, which I know to us doesn't seem very much, but in Tanzania it's a lot to afford. So I was teaching at an orphanage and I realized that these issues were so much a big deal. So when I got back from my trip, I went and I talked to Beth Fitzgerald, who's the student activities coordinator at
I met
Champlain.
her,
You know
yes.
Beth? Yeah, she's
Yes.
great. I pitched her this idea, and it turns out that we are having the first annual Champlain College Summer Community Service trip to Tanzania this summer, starting in May. 8 students have been selected. I'm the leader, as well as Beth Fitzgerald. And anyway, I know you have a lot of expertise in fundraising efforts, and I'd love to just sit down with you and talk to you more
By all
about
means.
this. Would that be okay?
It sounds wonderful.
Oh,
what you're
thank you.
doing.
Can we exchange business cards?
Sure, absolutely.
Do you prefer email or phone to be contacted?
I like text messaging myself.
You like text messaging? All right, text me then. Thank you very, very much. Asante sana. That means thank you in Swahili.
Very good. She packed a lot into 90 seconds. That was very well done. You went in there, you had your mission, and I think you delivered it really well. I was noticing the smile on Hal's face pretty much the entire time that you were in there. Hal, what did you think of her presentation?
Very impressive.
Very impressive, yeah. I mean, she just delivered. I like some of the questions that you asked, especially, do you prefer, you don't text. You do?
As I started, thanks to these students.
Really? And how are you doing with
Right
it?
into the 1990s.
You're right there. Woo! You did a very nice job. Thank you very much. Alicia, everybody. All right, let's bring Shannon McGuire up. Shannon? Hi, Shannon. Nice to meet you. 2009, this is the year for you, right? Are you all ready to graduate?
Extremely ready.
Extremely ready? Yeah? You're ready to jump out there into the work world then. But before you do that, you're going to be traveling, it sounds like, too.
Same place.
Yeah, you're going to, how do we say that country again?
Tanzania.
Thank you. Good, very good. Okay. You're from New Jersey. Okay. You're going to be traveling on that trip and again, trying to raise some funds and some awareness for that trip. Is that correct?
Exactly.
All right. I think Mr. DeCoffers is ready for you. You ready for him?
I don't know if he's ready for me.
Oh, all right. There goes Shannon.
Excuse me, Mr. DeCoffers?
Yes.
Hi, you may not recognize me. My name is Shannon McGuire. I'm a student at Champlain. I attended your fundraiser for America Reads last
Oh, great.
month.
Okay, great.
It's great to meet you. You know, I've read some of your articles on young people and their involvement with social justice, and it's just inspiring, and it has inspired me to get more involved myself. This summer, I'm traveling to Tanzania with 8 other students from Champlain College, and we're going to be working in the Amuma School for vulnerable children.
I've heard of this, yes.
Yeah, you may have. My friend said she ran into you in the elevator and told you about this.
I recall that, yes.
You know, I'm just
Small world.
I know. And I know with America Reads, you are extremely interested in literacy, especially in developing countries where it's so important. You know, I'd really appreciate it if maybe you'd attend one of our planning meetings and talk about the importance of literacy within those developing countries.
When do you have them?
Oh, we meet every Wednesday night at around 8:30. Are you?
I think I could probably do that, yes.
That's great. You know, with your expertise, it'd just be so great to hear your opinions on it, and we'd all be so interested. And you know, if you have if you can help in any other way, we'd greatly appreciate it. It's a really costly trip. I think it's well worth it, though.
Let's do the meeting first, and then we'll talk about it.
That's fine. Do you mind, may I get your contact information so I can give you a call and set this up?
Oh, yes, I have one here.
Well, thank you very much. You know, here's my card, just in case you need to get in touch with me.
So you'll be calling me then?
I will call you.
Okay.
I think it was very nice to meet you.
Yeah,
I'm
great.
so happy I ran into you in the elevator.
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
What's that? I'm sorry?
My legs are shaking.
Yeah, he is kind of hot, huh?
You crossed the line,
The part of host will be played next year by. Laura, tell us what you think, because Shannon kind of had a difficult job here. She had to follow in right on the same type message. I like the way that you approached it, though. I think you bumped into my friend in the elevator. Laura, what'd you
I
think?
agree, Tim. I think that she added humor to it. I think she had a great sparkle with her whole presentation. So well done.
A lot of pep. A lot of pep. That was great. Shannon, everybody, let's hear it.
Thinks on her feet.
She does. Because she was in the elevator. She was. No, okay, never mind. All right, coming up next, where's Tim Miner? Here he comes. Tim, you were spotted earlier tonight walking up the street with a suit in the hand. Is that correct?
Who spotted?
I can't say. I can't reveal that information. Is it true?
Yes.
Okay. You're graduating this year as well?
Yes.
You excited?
Yes and no. I need more time.
You need more time?
Yes.
Really?
Last minute.
Well, if there's any of your teachers here, they could flunk you this semester. So. Don't do it. Marlborough, New Hampshire. Where's that?
Right outside of Keene.
Good. All right. Do you get home often?
Not really. Basically, with my resident, just kind of head back to basic, I guess you could say.
When you run out of underwear. Yeah, okay. All right. Tim is advocating on the creation of a game producer degree at Champlain College that falls within the Division of Business. The role of producer is a vital part for any real industry studio and should be a fundamental part of Champlain's gaming program. Tim will be pitching this degree to a well-known member of the Burlington business community who could support the creation of this degree. You ready to give it a go?
Right, I will ever be.
All right, go give it.
Excuse me, Mr. DeCoffers?
Yes.
Hello, my name is Tim Miner. I'm a senior at Champlain College.
Well, how do you do?
We've actually never met before, but several of my business teachers have actually mentioned you. And if you have a second, I'd like to actually talk to you about something.
Well, I've got about 90 seconds.
90 seconds.
I'm
Excellent.
43.
At Champlain College, we have a gaming curriculum
Yes, I've heard of it, yes. Great,
Yeah.
great program.
Unfortunately, there is one thing that's missing from the curriculum, and what it is basically a producer's degree. We have design, art, and programming at college, but we've always had to take people from these majors and throw them into the role of producer. And ultimately, we found that these positions are kind of underqualified for the position. It's kind of like try your best and hopefully things work out. And it really should fall under someone with a business major. So what we have going on next week is we actually have a meeting scheduled with some of the business professors, the provost, some deans, and David Finney himself, president of the college. We'd absolutely love it if you could show up and give us some of your input, and anything would be helpful.
Now, are you driving this effort? Are you behind this effort yourself?
I'm collaborating with several of my faculty members, and basically I've shown interest in wanting a degree. Basically, it's too late for me to go for this degree, but this has always been on my plate.
Well, it sounds really interesting.
Excellent.
I'm interested in education.
All right, do you mind if we exchange information?
I don't mind.
All right, I have a business card right here.
One somewhere. Here you go.
All right, thank you. The meeting is next week, and I'll contact you in the information.
Yeah, that would be good, yeah. Just contact my office. That'd be...
Okay, thank you so
Yeah,
much.
great. Nice to meet you.
I like, you really were quick on your feet because Mr. DeKalfer's here, had a question for you, and you came right back with it, with how you're collaborating with some of the faculty members and why you're passionate about this degree. So very nice. Dr. Allen, any feedback?
So anybody even, associates with faculty members is okay with me.
There you go. All right, and off you go then, okay? Thank you very much. Tim Miner, everybody. One more. Do you have someplace you have to be?
No, I'm just curious.
You're just curious? All right. Our final contestant is Amanda Wheeler. Amanda, come on down. Amanda, your twin sister was here in this very spot last year, correct? She was. Yeah, and in the same program, or speaking out for the same category. All right. 2011 is your anticipated graduate year. Orwell, Vermont. Isn't that the home of the Vermont Country Store? I don't know. I don't know.
It's the only country store.
Is it? All right. Where is the country store? I thought that was Orwell. Weston?
Oh, Western? Yeah, that's...
There we go. There we go. All right. Anyways, we'll get back to geography later. All right, Amanda will be pitching on behalf of the Counseling Service of Addison County, specifically the Employment Associates Division, which coordinates jobs for individuals with developmental disabilities, as well as provides job support via one-on-one staff for individuals on the job. Is that correct? Yes. All right, you ready to give it a go? I think your elevator has arrived. Good luck.
Hi, Mr. DeKalfers?
Yes.
Amanda Wheeler, nice to meet you.
Well, nice to meet you.
I was at your fundraiser last month. It was very inspiring.
Oh, I'm glad. Thanks for coming.
No problem. I've actually been meaning to get in touch with you about a very empowering agency that I'm a part of called Employment Associates, based right here in Vermont. It's an agency that devotes itself to helping individuals in the community with developmental disabilities find and maintain work.
Good cause.
Yeah, a lot of our clients come to us because they've experienced hardship in these areas before due to their disabilities. So we try to act as the mediator to help them discuss with their employers and their coworkers what their specific needs are to ensure they're being treated equally and fairly. Also, we provide workshops for these individuals to help them wherever they would like to improve, whether it's in interviewing skills, math skills, or reading skills, basically helping them to advance towards their ultimate goal of being independent.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
My brother actually is in one of these programs down in New York, so I'm very familiar with the concept.
Yeah, it's a great program, but unfortunately we don't have a very widespread reach right now. We're still very small. So we're looking for some outside community support to help us to grow and reach out because, we want to cover more than Middlebury, Vermont. We want to cover the entire United States with this program. So I was wondering if we could exchange information. I have a business card here for you.
Sure.
Maybe we can set up a meeting and we can sit down and discuss more about what the agency does and see if it's something you'd like to help support.
Yeah, why don't you call my office and see if you can get, we'll see if we can get together. It's
All right.
very interesting. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Well done. You were really quick. Nice bullet points, just moving right through the whole presentation.
Did I talk to you fast?
No, I think you were fine. I think you're fine. I think she did a great job, don't you folks think? Yeah. Alan Newman, I couldn't help but notice you were taking a lot of notes during Amanda. Is there anything you want to share with us about her
How you
presentation?
could miss that she's from the home of the Devil's Bowl is beside me. I mean, it's one of the highlights in Vermont.
What was I thinking?
I don't know.
Is that the note you were writing down? Tim is a dunce. Tanzania. All right, you felt good about it?
I didn't start coughing, that was good.
I know you've been battling a little bit of a cold here. All right, well, go nurse yourself better. Nice job, Amanda, everybody. And let's hear it for Mr. DeCoffers, our suit for the first round. And that's our first round. Now, what we want you folks in the audience to do is go ahead and get out your cell phones and that piece of paper that was handed out to you. We want you to go ahead and text in who you thought was the best presenter in this very first category. So we're going to give you a minute to do that. We're going to give the judges a minute to finish up their tallies. We'll get it over to D squared, and we'll be back with round 2 in just a moment. All right, we're going to go ahead and start the next round. This is job internship seekers, so students be ready if you're in this part of the program. Each of the job seekers will meet and pitch the following suit. Please say hello again to Kyle Dodson, otherwise known as Mr. H.R. Colby, partner in Colby & Associates, a leading recruiting firm. He knows virtually every human resource director in your field of interest and is a frequent speaker on career management. You probably remember his keynote speech at last year's job fair right here on the Champlain campus. All right, are you all ready, Mr. Colby?
Ready to go.
Ready to go? All right, students, are you all set up there? Are the students still here? You ready to go? All right, well then let's bring down Kristen Murcure. Murcure. From close? Was it so close? How's it go?
Mercure.
Mercure.
Yes.
Mercure.
Just get rid of all the Frenchness of it, and then that's what it is.
Then that's what it is. Okay, all right. So mass communications is your major.
Yes.
And graduating this year.
Yeah. One semester to go. We'll see.
Yeah? Are you nervous about it, or?
Well, this lovely job market. No, not at all.
Not at all. Well, maybe Mr. Colby can help point you in the right direction.
I hope so.
All right. This is what Kristen is looking for. She is searching for a position in the public relations industry, specializing in media relations. You ready to get inside that elevator?
Yeah, I'm seeing the exit is also really right in my line of sight.
Okay. All right. Well, good luck to you. What's that?
Could you hold the door, please? Thank you.
Sure.
Excuse me, are you Mr. Colby?
That's me.
Oh, it's nice to see you again. Hi, I'm Kristen Mercure. I'm a senior mass communications major at Champlain College. I believe we met at the job fair on campus last semester.
Could be.
Yeah. Well, if you don't remember me, let me thank you. You've helped to point me in the right direction for my current public relations internship at XYZ Incorporated. I think you know Jill?
I do know Jill.
Wonderful. I mean, it's exactly as you described. Very hands-on, and plus I've learned to make a mean cup of coffee.
Important skill.
Exactly. But this job market, it may be a good skill to be a barista later on.
Perhaps.
But really, I've learned so much more at XYZ. In addition to the freelance work I've done with not-for-profit agencies as well as corporate ones, I've really gained a lot of experience. And more than that, I've come to realize something about public relations that I love just to share around, is that there is something extremely powerful about efficient, effective communication.
I would agree.
I mean, there's nothing more than the right message at the right time, the right place. I mean, it can move mountains for even the smallest organization.
With the right person.
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm here for. Exactly. I mean, and in my eyes, I see that it'd be better that for anything is that I have the skills and the know-how, and I know that I'm kind of good at this in the end. So I'd love to find a position where I can work with a variety of different clients who really just need to have their communication strategy amplified. So I see that we're coming up to my floor. Would it be okay if I give you a call next week to continue this conversation?
Sure.
I'd love to get your insights. Here's my card. May I have yours?
You may.
Oh, well, thank you so much. And I'll be sure to give you a call next week.
Please do.
Thank you. It's great meeting you.
Nice meeting you as well.
Yeah, I think you did a great job. I'm going to turn it over to the mother of the student, Christine. Christine, I saw you looking up there, and especially with the comment that she made going up there, that going out into the job market with the way that the economy is right now, and obviously your son turning 21 and everything. What were you thinking when she was up there presenting?
Well, I thought that she seemed extremely confident and mature for somebody just graduating from college. And
That's
I'm
their
sure
side.
he would have.
Oscar, it's coming for me.
I know, could you hold the door for me, please?
Visualization.
That was very good. You're right in character. All right, Kristen, thank you very much. Let's hear it for you. Please. Matt, come on down. Matt is a marketing and international business major. He'll be graduating this year from Benson, Vermont. Matthew will be pitching himself as a job seeker in the field of sustainability. He intends to reference his current internship at the Agency of Natural Resources, explain what sustainability means to him, and why that makes him just what the employer has been looking for. Pretty much sums it up.
I hope I can fulfill what you got there.
I've been watching you practice out there. I think you're good to go.
Thank you very much.
All right, go jump in that elevator.
Mr. Colby, I'm so glad to run into you. I'm a huge fan of your work. My name is Matt. Yeah, I just came back from your conference on sustainability there. It was very insightful. Great information. I've been thinking a lot about this idea of sustainability, especially in terms of waste management and waste reduction. You know, I grew up in a small town in Vermont, and my family, like most other families, had a garden, and we lived off that garden. But as time moves on, people become less and less able to grow gardens and keep things like that, and so we have to buy all of our food. And all of our food comes from the grocery store, and what's in the grocery store is packaged. And so all this waste, people buy this food and they just throw away the waste, not really considering where it goes. And I think it's important that people consider that, you know. And you and I both know it's going to go sit in a landfill for a few years, but I think it's important that people become educated on where their waste goes. And so how do you educate people about that? And I think the answer is community. And you take a formula of less me and you and more us together. And I think that's a great way to really establish in the community this idea of reducing our waste. And it really inspired me, this idea of what's my role. And I've taken on this really excellent internship at the Agency of Natural Resources for the state of Vermont. I'm chasing this business degree, this 4-year business degree at Champlain College. I feel like I'm ready, but I think there's this missing step. And I would love to get together with you sometime. I followed your work very closely. I would love to pick your brain and get some insight into the industry and really try to figure out where I can be the most effective and where I can present the most positive change. So if you don't mind, I'd love to give you my card.
Oh, I got to about us together part.
Very good, very good. It is us together. I thank you very much, and I would really love to get together with you sometime. So thank you so much.
All right, good luck to you.
Wall talking, I'd say there.
Man, there's so much to talk about.
Did you get everything out that you wanted to?
You know, there's so much I could talk for days, but for the most part, I think it's just the message of, you know, how we're going to do this and how we're going to move ourselves forward. And it's about doing it together. It's not something we're doing by ourselves.
And so in the 90 seconds that you had, do you feel that you got the most important part of that message out?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And it's just about community. It's about everybody, really. It's not an issue that one person can take on, and I think that's really important to consider and really think about moving forward.
Repurposing.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, good for you.
Thank you
Let's
so
give
much.
it up for Matthew one more time. All right, we are looking for Emily Rogers. She is making her way down here. Emily is a game and art animation major. She'll be graduating in 2011 from Ipswich, Massachusetts. It's her hometown. I spent my summers in Plum Island, Massachusetts. So right up the river from you, the Merrimack River. You don't care, I can tell. You've never been to Plum Island? I tell people I grew up, spent summers on Plum Island, and they think, that's what's wrong with them. They're thinking of the Plum Island off of Long Island. It's not that one, it's a different one, not the one with radiation and all that. Anyways, enough about me. Emily is seeking an entry-level visual artist position at either a game development or another animation company, whether it's 2D or 3D. She is a talented, versatile artist with a strong background in traditional mediums as well as digital. She is looking for an entry-level position in animation and is both willing to and capable of working in a wide variety of programs and styles. She has a passion for her work and would be happy to work on either interactive or film-style projects. Is there a favorite though?
Either or, really. Just any chance to animate is right up my alley.
Good for you. Good for you. You ready to jump in the elevator? All right, good luck to you, Emily.
What's the floor for you?
Sure, third. Oh, I recognize you. You're Mr. Colby.
That's me.
I saw you at the job fair last year at Champlain College. You know, it was really interesting what you had to say about how in the game industry they're looking for designers and artists who not only have a strong technical background, but also have leadership skills and potential for management.
You were listening.
Absolutely. And it really got me thinking about, you know, I've been an artist my whole life. I got into animation when I was 5 years old, and now I'm majoring in game art and animation at Champlain College.
Didn't know they had such a thing.
Well, it's only been around for 5 years, but, and at the same time, the last couple of years that I've been there, I've begun to develop these interpersonal qualities that I never really knew I had. I've been taking on leadership roles both in college and in volunteer opportunities outside of college. And I've been developing these leadership skills that I think, combined with my technical skills, really make for a great combination and really kind of, I feel, based on what you said in your speech, make me a strong candidate in the pretty tough job market that's out there right now. So I'm really glad I ran into you. I would love to stay in touch with you, and if maybe I can leave your number. If you have a card.
I do have a card.
Great.
There's a number right on here.
All right, and I'll give you mine.
Thank you.
And maybe we can stay in touch, set up a meeting or something like that.
Give the office a call.
All right, I will. Thank you very much.
All right, nice seeing you.
Very calm and cool. I like that approach. That's very good. Mr. Colby, what'd you think?
I like it. I like the idea of, as a job seeker, talking about her development and the merging of her technical skill and leadership, personal characteristics. Yeah.
Yeah? Hal, what did you think?
Very smooth and very believable.
Mm-hmm. Nice presentation, Emily. Thank you very much. All right. Left in this category, this is an international business major. We're looking for Christopher Barnes. Chris will be graduating this year. Chris will be talking about how he believes he is a good candidate for a marketing position. As part of his pitch, he will talk about his experience working abroad and how this makes him a good candidate for this position. So you've actually worked abroad already then?
Yeah.
Whereabouts?
In Czech Republic.
No kidding.
Oh, yeah.
Ever been to Tanzania? No, me either. No. All right, you ready to go meet Mr. Colby?
I'm ready.
Give it a try.
Excuse me, Mr. Colby. Hi, my name is Chris Barnes. How are you doing?
Chris, I'm very well. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you.
All right.
I don't know if you remember me, but we spoke briefly after your meeting on the benefits of working abroad. You know, I just got to tell you, I really enjoyed your lecture, and I found I was able to identify a lot of the things that you had to say. In fact, last summer, I did an internship abroad in the Czech Republic for a company called Civic Concepts International. You know, working abroad was an amazing experience, just like you had said. It taught me about cross-cultural communication, as well as adapting to a foreign work environment. But you know, I gotta say, what I'm most proud of is the marketing plan they developed for their upcoming venture in Slovakia. Not only was it highly successful, but it allowed me to take my business training from Champlain College and apply it to an international setting. I just recently heard that your company is hiring for an international marketing director, and based on my background and experience, I think I'd make an excellent candidate for the position. If we could exchange cards, I'd love to set up a time next week we can sit down and further discuss my qualifications.
Okay, good, Chris. We don't run into too many students who spend time abroad, so.
Thank you. Thank you.
Love to learn more.
Sounds great. Again, it was a pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure.
I look forward to sitting down with you.
All right, likewise.
All right. You too.
there's a lot of passion here with these deliveries, and you can tell that you've really worked on this pitch, and I thought it really came across well. Again, I was looking at the beautiful smile of Laura over there as you were presenting. Laura, what do you think?
I think he was poised, very credible, and particularly handled the ask very, very well.
Yeah, I do too. Nice job, Chris. Thank you
very much.
All right. All right, from the multimedia and graphic design major, please welcome Brian Switchko. He's making his way down. Brian will be graduating this year. He's from Georgia, Marietta, Georgia. He's hoping to secure a full-time job as an advertising, web, and portrait photographer at an advertising or marketing firm. Is that correct?
That is correct.
All right, good. You all prepared, ready to jump into this thing?
I am.
Yeah?
Not prepared for the snow, but I'm prepared for the beach.
Not prepared for the snow. Well, coming from someone from Georgia, I can completely understand that. What do you think of the snow?
It's cold.
Yeah. You know you're supposed to wear shoes outside here, right?
I have learned that the hard way.
But are you enjoying the snow at least? It's something different for you.
I've tried snowboarding and recently snow biking.
Oh, you tried the snow biking?
Every day to class.
Really?
Yeah.
Which do you prefer better, the boarding or the biking?
Biking because you don't have to pay for a pass and everybody else is miserable trying to drive.
All right. Well, your elevator has just arrived, so go give it a try.
You're Mr. H.R. Colby, aren't you?
It's me.
Hi, nice to meet you. I saw you when you were giving a lecture up at Champlain, where you guest speaker a few weeks back.
What'd you think?
It was really great. You gave a really interesting lecture on print marketing, and I was really fascinated by it. I actually specialize in marketing photography and the associated post-editing and ad design. I really enjoy that field. I think it's really interesting of how much you can convey through a single design. I've been shooting for about 8 years, and I've really learned how to portray a mood into a single photo, and then use that mood and portray it into an ad, and then make people want to buy hamburgers or whatever else, which is what it's all about.
That's what it's all about.
But I'd really be interested in getting to talk to you sometime and showing you my portfolio, possibly talking with you about some ideas. I'm graduating in May, and I'm really looking forward to going to that field, and I would love to talk to you about possibly joining your firm, or if you know anyone that's looking for someone. But let me give you my card, and if I could get your card, I'd love to give you a call later this week to set up a meeting, show you some of my designs, maybe get you to buy a few hamburgers. But yeah, it was really nice meeting you, and I really look forward to giving you a call.
Sounds great. Look forward to the conference.
I think this is my call.
Thank you very much. How did it feel compared, because you were returning from last year, you did the elevator pitch last year. How did it feel compared to last year?
I blacked it out of my memory, so it felt very good.
Just now or last year?
Last year.
Oh, okay. So you completely blacked it out?
Yeah.
Really?
No.
But obviously a good experience
Mardi
because
Gras
you
was
came
right
back.
afterwards, so that might have had something to do
Well, you can thank that man right over there. Alan, what'd you think of his pitch?
You know, clear, concise, get it out.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing a lot of that. I mean, they've just got it right down packed, and whether they're asking questions, and you're asking some great questions, you've got a great response, and the students have really been responding very well to it. So, Brian, good job. Thank you. All right. The last one in this category, she's an early education major, Erica Rosenthal. Come on down. Erica is seeking a full-time employment as an elementary education lead teacher and actually works with my sister in the my wife, I mean. Yeah, my wife. I am from the Northeast Kingdom, I guess. Family tree looks like a telephone pole. Can you tell me a secret?
Yeah.
Which means you're going to tell everybody.
I actually have a lead teacher position next year.
You do?
I do.
Congratulations.
South Korea, teaching English, so.
In South Korea?
Yeah, South Korea.
So you're changing, okay, so you're changing this obviously, and you're looking for funds for South Korea then, right?
No, I'm still looking for that.
You're still, that's great, so South Korea, how did you find that?
Actually, I work in the after school program at the school I'm student teaching at, and the assistant director, she went to South Korea and she was telling me about it earlier in the year because I was kind of complaining that
I didn't have a chance to go abroad at Champlain, education major, so it's kind of hard. So she told me I should do that, and I was a little hesitant, did some research, and I'm going, so.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Erica, Mr. Colby is waiting for you.
Hi, yeah?
Yeah. Go jump in that elevator.
Okay. Excuse me. Sorry, I just got the flu. I don't want to spread my germs around. Oh, are you Mr. Colby?
I am Mr. Colby.
Hi, I'm Eric Rosenthal, I'm a student teacher at Champlain College. I met you last year at, you were the keynote speaker at the career fair. You did a really great speech on diversity. Yeah, I'd love to shake your hand, but I don't want to give you my germs, so yeah, a little elbow shake. It's a little trick we use when cough is going around.
Thanks for being considerate.
Yeah. Of course. So since I've last seen you, I've been student teaching at CP Smith. We actually call it the Smith Myth. It's a really diverse school. It's grown so much over the next 5 years. Over the past 5 years, we have 50 ELL students, and I'm in a 4th grade classroom now, and just being the role model for those students. I have students in my room who've overcome so much. They've come from different countries. They're just learning to speak English, and to be the one standing in front of them, being their role model, and to have their respect, it's just such a humbling experience for me. I can't even tell you. I can't even believe some days that I'm the teacher, and and I'm just so lucky. I feel so lucky that I found something that I love to do, and I know I make a difference, and I have a purpose, and I know you have connections in the Oakland School District. I'd love to make a meeting with you next week. I want to go over my resume. I have some videos of me teaching. Let me reach into my kangaroo pouch here and give you my card. Love to give you yours, or get yours.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
There you are.
So yeah, email really works best for me since I'm student teaching, kind of
Email
busy during
works.
the day. All right, great. All right, give you a little elbow on the way out.
go.
Thank
All right,
you so
thank you.
much. It's a really good trick.
Yeah, it's like the Howie thing, right? You don't know
Yeah.
Howie Mandel? No?
No. You graduated in 1986. I was born in 1986.
Yeah, but he's on TV now. I know you're busy. You're packing for North Korea, whatever.
No,
I don't know.
South
South Korea. I mean. I really need to go back to school. All right.
Yeah.
Dr. Allen, thoughts?
Yes. I love your enthusiasm.
Yeah.
That's the key.
Yeah, enthusiasm is a key because you've already got his attention, but you're just really
You made
pulling
it
it.
connect with this guy here. I know that's important.
Mr. Colby, you agree?
Yeah, I do, and I thought that the sort of conceit of the arm there was clever.
You like that? It was very memorable. Very memorable. So let's hear it for Erica. Thank you very much. Nice job. We wanted to remind the audience right now, now is your chance to go ahead and text in on those last 6 students. Let's hear it for Mr. Colby, everybody. Thank you very much. We've got one more group, but we're going to let the judges tally up here. We're going to let you folks text in, and we'll get D squared squared away, and we'll be back with the next round. All right, we're going to get started with the 3rd and final round. This is the Entrepreneurs Group. And please welcome up Monir Greenbaum. Let's give it up for her. Yeah, well, it's wonderful to see you. You are playing the role of Ms. D. Pockets. D. Pockets. All right. She's a Boston-based angel investor who has a history of identifying promising young entrepreneurs and backing their ventures. All right? You may have met her last month when she gave a lecture as part of the BYO Biz Speaking from Experience series. You ready to go hang out in an elevator for a while? In you go. All right. Our first student is an e-business management major. Let's bring Kevin Bessiker down. I got it right? Really? Look at my cheat notes.
Oh.
Ah, yeah.
Not impressed anymore.
No?
All right, fine. At least you took the notes.
You're pitching Absolution Studios.
I am.
All right, you're an entrepreneur working on opening a recording studio called Absolution in your hometown of Buffalo, New York.
That's right.
Go Bills. Yeah, whatever.
Well,
solution provides aspiring and established musicians, corporations, and small business owners the opportunity to create art different from any other competitor. Right?
That's what it says.
And I have an idea that you're going to be telling us what is so creative and so different about that.
Let's hope so.
All right, you ready to go?
I am.
All right, Kevin, the elevator awaits.
All right.
Oh, Kevin, we have a, we just got to bring the time back
I
up.
guess I'll just wait for the elevators.
Yeah.
Press the button a bunch of times.
I think the elevator's on this side, though.
The button's right here. See?
Is it? Oh, yeah, there it is, right there. No, Kevin needs a little help.
You don't see the other one right here?
Oh, no, it's right there.
Touching the elevator.
Yeah, Alan's inside that one.
Yeah.
All right, timer's all set? All right, in you go.
Hello, Ms. Hawkins? My name is Kevin Vestaker. I met you at the BYO Biz Speaking from Experience lecture series. Yeah, I really enjoyed your lecture, especially the part about the turmoils involved in opening up a small business. I myself am trying to open up a recording studio in Buffalo, New York. I know what you're thinking. Buffalo, isn't that the place that gets tons of snow? But Buffalo is actually a great place to open up a studio. We've got Toronto, we've got Rochester, Pittsburgh, and Cleveland, all in the surrounding areas, which have vibrant music scenes, and oddly enough, don't have any really great places to record their music. We've also done some market research that has showed us that we could get into the commercial aspects, which would be television, radio, and doing things like voiceovers and recording commercials for them. So my business partner, Chris, is one of the best producers on the East Coast. So people would come from all over to record with us with our top-of-the-line studio and our top-of-the-line equipment. I would really love to sit down with you sometime this week and get your expertise on all of the turmoils and the do's and don'ts of opening up a small business. Wonderful. Would it be possible for me to get your card so that we could set up a meeting time and we're both in front of our calendars? Wonderful. That would be fine. Yeah, thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
Thank you.
I like that. I like how you really sold the surrounding areas of Buffalo. Not only Buffalo itself, but you kind of hit on some of the outlying areas like Toronto and why that this is an actually a good place for a business such as yours. Scott, thoughts?
Oh, you nailed it. A little pitchy.
Well, it is an E-pitch, so you know.
No, you had good content in there where you really got right after your competitive positioning in the surrounding area and why that was kind of a compelling case for why you wanted to be in Buffalo and what was in that market. So you made the concept nice.
All right, thank you.
Thanks, Scott. Kevin, thank you very much. Next one up is with a multimedia and graphic design major. He competed last year and was a winner in his category. Here comes Russell Martin. Welcome back. How are you? Good to see you. All right, where's Springville, Maine?
Southern Maine. It's like 20 minutes from New Hampshire. 40 minutes, like sort of Portland.
Okay, good. Yeah, nice place to grow up.
Yeah,
kind of convenient to everything.
Pretty close to here, 3.5 hours.
Yeah, Boston, Portland, all right. Image 3, it's a lifestyle clothing brand. It's built to support creative passions. Heavily influenced by promoting the idea of one mountain sport between skiers and snowboarders, Image 3 is looking for capital to increase production and distribution. Does that about say it all?
You kind of just stole the show.
Did I? I bet you're going to do better. Here comes your 90 seconds.
Hello, Ms. Pockets. Hi, I'm Russell Martin. You have no idea who I am. I had the opportunity to listen to you speak on Champlain campus. You were talking about incorporating your own interests into your career. Well, actually, for the past 2 years, I've been building a lifestyle clothing brand while being a student here at Champlain called Image 3. Would you like to hear about it? Sure. Sure. You may or may not be familiar with this, but, well, actually, I noticed the bother, so obviously you ski, I'm sure. That's all right. You may or may not be aware of this, but skiers and snowboarders in the past have kind of been at odds. but I've noticed a change in this market over the past couple of years, and the brand that I'm producing does not specifically build products to target skiers or snowboarders. I'm trying to promote one mountain sport. I've been working with a local screen print and design company to produce my products, and I have distribution through a couple online retailers and a few specialty boutiques. If this is of any interest, what I'm saying to you, I would love to sit down and maybe elaborate on the business plan of Image 3. My floor is coming up. I could present you with my business card, and if I could get your contact information, maybe I could talk to you a little bit about the new line I have up and coming, which is going to extend the reach of my brand. Thank you very much. Have a good evening.
All right, one question for you. Skier or boarder?
I'm a skier.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really? Have you tried the boarding?
Have
Have not tried it all.
completely respect it.
Yeah, because that's what you're pitching about right now.
Yeah.
I have not tried boarding. How long have you been skiing?
10 years more.
Good. It's fun, isn't it?
Yeah.
You grew up close to a couple big mountains.
Sunday River was like 2 hours almost.
Is that far away? All right, Christine, what'd you think of Russell?
I thought Russell was great in detailing his concept and really letting her know what it was that he was doing. You're very clear.
Thank you. Good. Kind of stumbled, kind of threw in the bogger thing. Kind of threw me off, but
That was good. That was personal.
You ran with it.
Yeah.
I think that's really good.
Can't take it back now.
Right. Thanks, Russell. Let's give it up for Russell. All right, coming up next is a business management major who also competed last year and was one of the finalists in his category. Say hello to Jeffrey Bartley. Oh, you look great. Nice suit. I didn't mean to get you all choked up or anything. Oh, really? All right, fanranter.com. I love the name of this. You all right? Want to hold your water?
No, we're fine.
You sure?
Yeah, thank you.
I'll read this. You go ahead and relax a little bit. Just make sure you bump elbows when you get there. Sports, community, and connection. Fanranter.com is a robust sporting news distributor specializing in customization, interaction, and recognition. It is in development. Give me some of that. It's in development. Fanranter.com has a target launch date of April 10th, 2009.
April 17th now.
April 17th, that's a great day.
It is a great day.
Do you know why that's a great day?
It's your birthday?
It is my birthday. That's perfect. All right. So Jeffrey, you ready to give it a try? What fanranter.com?
Yeah. Deep pockets, okay. All right.
All right, ready to go? I'll hold your water for you.
Thanks.
Okay.
Hello, Miss Deep Pockets. Hi, Jeff Bartley. I'm from Champlain College. I'm in the business division. I'm a graduating senior. How you doing? Good. I saw you last month at the BYOBiz Speaking from Experience series, and I didn't get a chance to talk to you, but I know you're a pioneer in the sports industry. And I have a new venture called fanwriter.com that I'd like to talk to you about, hopefully, if you have a second.
Okay, we're on the elevator.
Yeah,
Might
exactly.
as well.
Exactly. Well, we're an interactive sport website where we give customizable news to our users while allowing them to basically achieve recognition through their own generated content, whether it be analysis or their own articles, kind of shed light on their infinite wealth of sport knowledge out there. And we also have fantasy sports. We're an ad-based revenue model, and we also have a royalty coming from fantasy sports. I hope so. There's not a clear leader in our industry, and we're launched on April 17th. We're almost done with the development. But what we're really looking for right now is somebody that can help us execute our business plan properly. So if it's all right, I'd like to get your information because I think you could be a valuable asset to me, at least on an informal informational basis, or maybe if you're interested as an investor. If I can get your business card, I can send you my executive summary, give you a chance to check it out, and then maybe give you a call, set up a meeting sometime next week.
Okay, I'll look forward to hearing.
Excellent. Just in case you have spam or something like that, this is my email's right there.
Very good.
So look forward to saying that to you and hearing from you soon. Thank you very much.
Is it me? Is that what's making me cough? You were fine inside there. I like how when you introduced yourself to her and describing her and knowing that she, you know, her field of study and where she's at and where she's excelled. I thought that was a great approach on how you went into things. Alan, what do you think?
I agree. I thought he made good contact early, created a relationship, and that allowed him to do his spiel.
Yeah, segued right in nicely. Nice job.
Thank you very much.
Way to go. All right. All right. In the category of the major is art and animation for this 2011 anticipated graduating student, Logan Dwight from Madison, New Hampshire. Logan, nice to meet you. Nice handshake. I like that. Good and firm. The Soap Collective.
Yeah.
That's what we're going after. Logan is seeking business partners for the Soap Collective, an art house studio that specializes in the development and management of intellectual property, targeted for large-scale multimedia production. The company deals in modern creative media such as film, comic books, video games, music, novels, and animation. Soap Collective seeks to relieve large companies of the cost of extensive research and development in developing these products, with a focus on longevity, innovation, and marketability, which ensures maximum profitability at minimum cost.
Get all that in there?
I got it all in there. What's my time? Look at that! That's perfect, yeah?
I actually shaved it down, so I'm not going to be getting all that in there.
No, you're not? Well, go ahead, get inside that elevator and give it a try.
All right.
Good luck, Logan.
Thanks. Miss D. Pockets. Logan Dwight. I don't know if you remember me. You came to speak last month at Champlain College. I really found your speech really invigorating. You were talking about investing in the creative industry and talking about how your passion led you there. Well, I share that passion. And I would actually love to take that passion further, much further than any small startup developer. Out there right now, there are these huge companies. We're all familiar with them. Warner Brothers, Electronic Arts, Marvel. I want a piece of their pie. But you really can't step in and play with the big fish right away. So I came up with this great idea. You see, right now, these companies are all struggling with the idea of taking their franchises and making them multimedia. You see it all the time. So like a film will come out, and then that film will get turned into a video game, and the video game will be of terrible quality. It will not even compare to the source material. Or oftentimes, a movie based on a comic book doesn't compare to the source material. It leaves everyone with a sour taste in their mouth. What these companies need is somebody with vision, somebody with a passion, who understands all these mediums. So what I've put together is a team of really hotshot designers and people who understand multiple mediums. I myself specialize in video games. We're going to take these things, we're going to make big multimedia franchises for these companies. I'd like to get your contact information because right now we're drumming up capital so we can hire more of that talent that we need. So I'm going to give you my card. And perhaps we can talk next week, maybe?
Sure. Here's my card, and if you'll give the office a call, we'll be happy to speak.
That's excellent. It is always a pleasure, Ms. Pockets.
Of course.
That was a powerful presentation. What do you folks think? Yeah? I thought that was good. Miss D. Pockets?
It was hot.
Yeah, it was right there, and your body language was really sending off that passion for what you're trying to get across. I thought you did a great job with it.
Thank you.
Mr. Camp?
I got great reading, just right out of the box.
Yeah, right out of the starting gate. Good job, Logan.
Thank you very
Way to
much.
go. All right. All right, final two presenters with the electronic game design major. Let's give it up for Rafi Diaz. There we go. Representing Press Start Studios, Rafi is promoting a studio dedicated to creating fresh content for digital distribution platforms. Multiple small teams create games for download distribution services such as iPhone, the Google Android.
Yeah.
What the hell is a Google Android?
Google Android is, I'm going to throw a bunch of big words at you, so get ready for this. A open source alternative new medium platform which works as both a Palm Pilot and a cell phone, currently in competition with the iPhone, soon to be followed up with the Palm Pre. Did you catch that?
I'll take 2.
Essentially, the way that it works is there's a bunch of platforms out there. They're all distributing digitally, and I'm going to tell her why it's the best platform right now to go for.
I think you're ready to get inside that elevator.
Thanks, Tim.
Go rip it up, Rafi.
Is that the button or is that the button? I'm going to try both of them. Excuse me, Ms. D. Pockets?
Yes.
Hi, my name's Raphael. You can call me Rafi, though. You're a friend of Mr. Block's, right?
Yes, I am.
Well, I was actually just talking with Mr. Block the other day. He's actually a really good friend of mine. I work with him rather regularly on the BYO Biz. And we've been talking lately. He thinks I've got a pretty good idea. Would you like to hear about it?
Sure.
Well, you know about the Nintendo Wii, right? And how it's doing particularly well right now. Same with the iPhone. Well, all of these platforms, the iPhone, the Nintendo Wii, the Google Android, which is a new phone that Google's putting out, they all have something in common. They have a platform where any guy like me and my group of friends can build games or killer apps on it and sell it, literally with no distribution costs, no advertising costs, low price, super high profits. I've been doing research on it. These different applications, they cost anywhere from $200,000 to $180,000 to build, and will literally give you double to triple amount in profits. It's a really, really, really new, fresh, strong field. I've been looking into it. I've been investing in it. I've got a bunch of friends of mine who are behind me. We have a laundry list of different applications we can build, the ability to build them. We're really just looking for a little bit of funding. Literally anywhere from $200,000 to $100,000 will help us out. $200 to about a couple thousand. I was curious if there's any time I could talk to you about the possibility of maybe getting some funding, maybe speaking to someone who may be interested. Is it possible for me to just change contact information with you?
Sure, that would be just fine.
Thanks, Ms. D. And anytime we can get back in contact with you?
Of course.
Well, when sounds best?
Just give my office a call next week and
Will
they should
do.
be able to schedule you.
Thanks, Ms. Pockets.
Of course.
This is my floor. Yeah, I love talking to people.
Do you?
Yeah.
Wow, you got a great personality.
Yeah, actually, I pulled that one from Alan. I actually spoke with him earlier on one of the BYO's Biz projects. He mentioned that one of the easiest ways to get your product out there is to be different. So I kept my hair grown out and kind of followed the trends.
I don't see anything different about Alan.
It's a 1, 2, you know?
So you're going to get some banana glasses like him? Is that what you're
Hey,
going to
actually, I'm turning 21 in March, so I want to talk to him later on, you know?
Well, he has just expanded his facilities in South Burlington. Have you been down there before?
Not yet. You know, not
You got to go check out the artifact. Oh, you can't go in there. That's right. All right. Well, go down and support his parade on Saturday. All right. Laura, what'd you think?
I thought he had, great energy, passion, and his delivery was very, very solid.
Thank you, Laura.
Rafi, nice job.
Thanks, Tim.
Way to go. Hang in there. You ready for one more? The last one. Okay. All right. This is a computer networking and information security major graduating this year. Please say hello to Cliff Huntington. Cliff is representing Endorphin. It is a designer and manufacturer of high-performance undergarments.
Yeah. I hope you're wearing some.
It is initially specifically geared towards telemark skiers. So it's probably protection, keep everything squeezed in, and I'm not even going to go there. That was wrong. I don't even know where I was going with that.
We might be able to get you a pair.
All right, so Endorphin.
That's it.
All right, you ready to go and meet Miss D Pockets?
Miss D Pockets.
Yeah?
I'm ready.
All right, go give it a try.
Miss D Pockets?
Yes.
Oh, hi, Cliff Huntington. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Cliff.
I actually caught a lecture of yours on Champlain College a couple weeks ago. You probably don't remember. We spoke briefly afterwards.
Yes.
I really enjoyed what you had to say about how the recreational industry you felt was going to defy the economic downturn and weather it very well. And I thought it very coincidental because I'm actually in the recreational industry. I have a startup company named Endorphin, and we are right at the very center of that industry. We're actually designing and implementing a product line of performance-enhancing technical base layer apparel for strenuous sports.
That's very interesting.
Thank you. Yeah, we're actually going for niche sports. The first sport that we're trying to approach is telemark skiing. I'm sure as you know, telemark skiing is the fastest growing winter sport out there. We have a great design. It's very unique. It's actually patent pending right now. Through a series of recoil and compression panels, we actually reduce fatigue and we actually boost power in the wearer. So if you think of it, say you're wearing, your long underwear, think of a spring being right in that. So every time you take a turn, I'm going to take 10 pounds out of that turn. So if you make 1,000 turns a day, that's 5 tons that I saved your legs right there. So right now, we're trying to raise a little venture capital. We have prototypes testing. We really think that we're geared to bring it to market. And I'd really love to sit down with you, perhaps chat a little bit, maybe see if you'd like to invest. And I actually have a business card right here. And I'd love to get yours. Thought I had a business card over here. There it is. Thank you very much. Nice meeting you. Fancy running into you here.
Spring-loaded underwear.
That's it. I got it now. Just think of the possibilities.
The wonderful thing about Tigger. All right.
That's it.
And I like the pitch. The pitch too. I just saved 35 tons off of your legs.
Well, I said 5, but we could call it 35.
Oh, was it 5?
Yeah.
It's a little bit of a time delay over there.
Yeah.
So
we could make it 35. If we have any investors in the crowd, 35.
35 tons off your legs. Sounds like a new Suzanne Summers thigh match. I don't know. All right, Hal, what'd you think?
I was very impressed. I love the detail. I could just imagine it, and you sold me.
Thank you.
There you go. Sign him up. He's
All
an
right.
investor.
All right. I hope he's ski.
Let's give it up for Cliff, everybody. Thank you very much.
Is absolutely incredible with this little program she's got that's tallying votes.
Isn't that awesome?
And she doesn't get enough credit. She's been emailing us off the hook about keeping I didn't even sign up on time, and she went out.
And she hunted down.
She did, and she even gave me business cards.
You know why?
So let's hear it for Pat.
Pressing undergarments on. That's why.
She's wearing.
He's got all the energy, man.
And the product tester right there.
Cliff, good job. Thank you very much. That's our last student. Let's hear it from Ms. Dee Pockets. Mr. Scorekeepers, what's going on over there? Are you packing up? Dave, what'd you do to Dave? Why is he on his knees? You're praying? Is it that bad? No? Close numbers, though? You're all good to go? All right, and Pat, I think that you're going to be collecting the... They have them? So we can do them? So Dave, we're going to keep you up here, and we'd also like to invite Scott to come on up here as well as we present the final rounds and the winners of these competitions. So Scott Carpenter from Key Bank, the lead sponsor for tonight. And Christine, I guess we're saying goodbye to you?
Sorry.
That's okay. Yeah, you have to check on the birthday boy. All right, Christine Stiller, everybody. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Did you have fun tonight?
It's energizing, I was never doing this stuff in college.
Nor was I. Nor was I. And it must be refreshing being in a position where you are with Key Bank to see students like this that are so passionate and have such a good message to be bringing across.
Yeah, this is real life stuff. I mean, they'll carry this forever. It's very, very important to get your message out quickly and make yourself distinctive right up front.
All right, should we award some prizes?
Let's do it.
All right, so how am I doing this, Pat? I'm going over here.
I think they're going to bring over the results.
Oh, they're bringing the results, probably in the handcuffed briefcase, I would imagine. Oh, look at this. So everything is inside here, is that correct? So why don't I hand this over to you? I'll go ahead and announce third place, what the prize is. Dave Finney will go ahead and read it off, and Scott here will be here to present out the certificates and the cash prizes. So in the nonprofit social advocates category, is that what you got?
Yeah, got it.
Okay. Third place, winner of a $100 cash prize sponsored by Key Bank. The winner is?
Do we want to do the audience favorites?
We'll do the audience favorite class.
Okay. Shannon McGuire.
You want to do it in here?
Yeah.
They'd like us to move over here.
Come back.
Do over.
Want to inside the elevator?
Photo op.
There she is.
In the elevator. There you go.
One more.
Shannon, hold your certificate up. There you go.
All right, second place and winner of $300 cash, sponsored by KeyBank. David, our winner is?
Second place winner is Amanda Wheeler.
Congratulations. That's great.
One more.
All right, her twin sister here to support her. That's very nice. Let's give her a nice round of applause. And first place in the nonprofits and social advocates category, winner of $500 cash is
Alicia Cutler.
There you go. Congratulations. It's upside down.
Can you still pronounce the company?
Oh, yeah.
I really enjoyed
The pitch is over. All right. In the category of job and internship seekers, our third place and winner of $100 goes to. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, let's do the audience favorite. Sorry about that. Is that what you have? All right. So the audience favorite, as voted by you folks out in the audience via text, in that first category of nonprofits and social advocates,
Which is lunch for 4 in the boardroom.
thank you.
Alicia Cutler.
Photo op.
Congratulations.
There you go.
Kept the judge.
Hey, there's 4 of us here.
Our names are up.
All right, now we move categories. Nice job, Alicia. Internship seekers category, third place, $100 winner is David.
Kristen McCord.
Great.
All right.
Second place, winner of $300.
Christopher Barnes.
Buddy, ready to go.
Get over.
And the winner in the job internship seekers category, the winner of $500 cash, goes to
Erica Rosenthal.
Oh, we're doing these.
Last week I had the flu, I swear.
whatever.
Yeah.
Congratulations, that was great.
I'm so excited.
I'm not really married to my sister.
good morning, insurance, fast.
Yeah, you will. I'll tell my wife tonight.
No flash. That's all right.
Got our final category before we get into that. A special thanks to our judges. Let's give them a round of applause. Special nod over to Scott Carpenter for providing the prizes. How about that? And to all of the students who did an incredible job. All right, in the entrepreneur category, third place, $100 prize goes to
Rafi Diaz, come on in.
Good job, buddy. Way to go. Crowded elevator.
I'm a pretty good guy. I take up a lot of space.
I still want the hair. All right, second place, $300 cash prize goes to
Kevin DeSenker.
Congratulations. Good job, buddy. Should we do audience favorite first in this one and then hit the big last
Shake it
one?
up.
Want to shake it up?
Let's do the audience favorite.
Lunch for 4 in the boardroom?
Yeah, Cliff Huntington, come on down.
Demo pair of those things.
Hey, I got a pair waiting for us.
Fresh and shorts, good job. 35 tons of fun. This
Your certificate.
Oh, I gotta show this, right? Yeah. This is what I'm here for.
Yeah. It makes it legal now.
Yep.
All right, and finally, in the category of entrepreneurs, the $500 first place winner goes to, ooh, drum roll, everybody, here we go.
Cliff Huntington, come on down again.
This is 5 pairs right here. There you go.
All right, that's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you all very much for being here. Oh, oops, we have one of the judges.
It's often said that young people and people of a certain age don't agree on anything. We were perfectly in line tonight.
Very nice. Thank you all very much. Have a good night.